There we are. Theme music, Doug and Taylor Rohrer, the traditional way to start any medicine show. And we are not in the Moose. Surprise, surprise. Today is MOT day, but we won't get into that too far. And I've got friends looking after me and put me up for the night. We are near Glenfarg, if people know where that is. Kinross, look at that view. It's Tpot Studio's view. You get this view every day of your life.
I know.
Magnificent.
I do indeed. Hello, anyone that's got involved.
Excellent. Well, welcome along. You're Ellen, and I'm with Mohan.
That's the one.
And do I have questions about your name, Mohan?
It's my dad about that one.
I wonder, eh? it kind of suits.
I know. I went as Indian.
Yeah.
I went to India for the first time in January, and it's a really common name there. So everyone was like double took me and was like.
And your mum and dad both live India as well. So
yeah.
So I'm going to talk to you about your family because you can't really talk to you about music without including your family and your upbringing.
Yeah, definitely.
I would love to do that. We're also really, this is a preview for your up and coming live stream fundraising concert.
Yeah. God, yeah, that's the one.
When is that?
It's on Thursday.
It's this Thursday.
Yeah, this Thursday.
And it's from the studio itself this Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to do it from the studio.
Because your dad's got a studio.
So a bit of context. This is a roundhouse that's just outside a music studio that I grew up in. Yeah. I grew up here until I was 10, and then I moved down south. But since then, my dad has built this beautiful place, and so I've come to stay here for the first. I've been here for 2 months now. Yeah. It's just stunning.
It's got to be cathartic, and it's got to be also very inspiring for your music.
Man.
I mean, I know you're all set up here, and look at that.
Yeah, it is. It's a really nice place to focus as well, you know.
So we'll come back to the live stream that you're doing as fundraiser for the next single.
That's the one,
Now, we'll get a song.
Yeah.
And now, you've already got an EP out now, Mohan, eh?
Yeah.
Is this from the...
This is one of the singles from the EP,
Yeah. And we'll find other things to talk about, I'm sure. But
God, yeah. Anything at all.
What do you think? Tell us a bit about the song, please.
This song, so I wrote this song. I must have wrote it when I was about 18.
Yeah.
I wrote it in London.
Yeah.
I was living above a pub, and it was just about when David Cameron was doing a bunch of stuff and making some noise, and everything was a bit rocky, as it has been for ages. And so the song started me imagining what a conversation with David Cameron would go like.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I know. But then it kind of changed. It changed into something else. I think it's a bit of a call to arms song in a weird way.
Yeah.
But I'll play it to you anyway.
Please.
I did my bit, I did dishonest, it's all out there. I think it's time to acknowledge the size of we've got years to come. Change is coming in stronger than ever before. It ain't just raining on London, it's raining on the rest of the world. The fire is on the horizon, lighting up a way for us all. Imagine the power was honest, and our rewards didn't have to be gold. The rules are fixed, while lining the pockets, the high will go higher, the low will go lower. It ain't just raining on London, it's raining on the rest of the world. The fire is on the horizon, lighting up a way for us all. It ain't just raining on London, it's raining on the rest of the world. The fire is on the horizon, lighting up a way for us all. So don't be a child, don't be a fool, don't be a coward, you got work to do. You got the weight of the world. So paint us a dream and make up the rules. Your time's running out, you got a lot to prove. You got the weight of the world. Don't be a fool, don't be a coward, you got work to do. So paint us a dream and make up the rules. Your time's running out, you got a lot to prove.
Beautiful song.
Thanks, man.
Beautifully sung by Mohan Evans, and I'm in his bedroom. Well, and your studio.
This is a bit of an impromptu visit
It's
by
a
Rob.
fantastic
Really,
thing.
it was amazing.
I'm delighted because you were away when I came up last week.
Yeah.
So delighted to be with you, man.
Yeah,
And
my absolute pleasure.
getting to know your music a bit better as well.
I mean, to be fair, I usually most of my stuff is on keys usually.
Yeah. That's the one time I saw a performance of yours.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only got like maybe 3 or 4 tunes that I do on guitar usually.
Yeah.
But so that's one.
Digging that out.
My absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Song of conscience and consciousness as well.
Yeah.
Which is my favourite thing about songwriting.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
Can,
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can work out your higher thoughts and see and hopefully connect with other people's higher thoughts as well.
Exactly. That's the one thing that I've loved about songwriting. The beauty of it as well is that I love spending time almost trying to premeditate what is universally, there's got to be one thing that's going to be playing on everyone's minds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so sometimes when you get to tap into that, politics is usually quite a big one. But I'm actually like from just an overall general worldview point of view. It was not. I enjoyed writing that song. I like writing that song. But there's always a little bit of that. Whether or not it'd be like social commentary or
So, right, okay. You lived here until you were 10.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first memory? Because there must be a musical memory, because this place is all about music the whole time, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got really early memories of just bands coming through. And I remember remember getting taught a bit. I mean, I originally started playing drums, so drums was my first thing, and I just got really into that. And
is that your really?
Yeah,
cool.
I kind of got sort of like sort out each drummer for that really, and just like get a little lesson and I used to always sit at the back of the room in the studio and just write my own lyrics as well from quite an early age.
Yeah.
I think like my earliest memory, like generally, is just kind of playing along. Do you know what I mean? Like almost pretending to be a bit of a band member or something like that. But it was so much fun. Like learning little bits, and especially getting like early memories is that. But then getting a bit older, I would actually get to pick up quite a lot of stuff from people, which is really cool.
So welcome, guys. You're with me. This is a red letter day. It's an occurrence for the Medicine Show. We're up at Tpot Studios up here in the Ochil Hills of Perth, the beautiful Ochil Hills. And for those that are a bit late in arriving, with the theme music and all,
look at it. Look at that view.
It's the Path of Condi, and I'm told that it's the story your dad told me earlier. The story is that the Condi was he stood up against a toll going down this road. You know the story?
What? No.
Well,
I've probably heard it before.
Well, the landowner put a toll on the road, and it was probably a drover's road.
Uh-huh.
And one person stood up against it, and they ended up getting into a fight, probably more like a duel, because there'd been cutlasses and all sorts of stuff going around at that time. And he was cast down, he was smitten, he died.
Wow.
In this fight. But everybody else, in memory of him, refused to play the toll and named this part of the world the Path of Condi.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's mental.
Yeah.
Wow. I should know that. Here Rob is telling me the story.
I know, I've only been here 2 days.
I know.
Beautiful. No, I got a lot of good stories today from your dad. So your dad, he's a kind of recording wizard, isn't he? Apart from all the other stuff.
Yeah, he did Manic Street Preachers.
Yeah.
Did The View.
Yeah. He did that Dodgy album.
Oh, that's my favourite. I love that.
I just love that album.
3-piece suite, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listened to it until the grooves were off of it at the time.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I got to, through your mum as well, but he was working with Matthew and that, and I did a Highland tour for them.
Did you?
Back there, yeah.
No way.
Highland Festival, 1999.
Wow. That must have been awesome.
Yeah, and I got to know your mum and your dad, and of course your mum is Sam Brown.
Yeah.
Just probably the best vocalist in the world ever.
Yeah, she's amazing. Tough one to follow, that's for sure.
But I mean, you're going to get plenty of genetic skill sets from those two.
Yeah.
And your granddad. How's your granddad?
He's great. He's so good.
Is he?
He's so good. Yeah. I went and saw him about a month ago, I think.
You did?
He's just
yeah.
He's like, he had a bit of cancer, as he says.
So he fought that off.
He fought that off, yeah. He had cancer of the vocal cords as well, actually. So,
good God.
So he had, he had some radiotherapy on that.
Yeah.
And it's really gravelly. He struggles to speak a little bit now. But he's good. He's really.
I mean,
good.
he's like the last man standing of that era, pretty much now.
Big time, yeah.
Joe Brown and the Bruvvers, for those that don't know, that might, and those that do know are of a certain age, my age.
Yeah.
And my brother, I mean, everybody's a huge fan, but my brother got to know your granddad quite well.
Yeah.
And some of the members of his band as well. He was a 60s guy.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah. No, it was, I've got
great songs. Great songs.
So good.
Yeah. And a really, truly Hendrix style guitarist. His playing was different class for the time.
Yeah. God, yeah. No, he's doing bits and bobs, but he's not really playing that much anymore, which is a shame. But
he's not recording.
No.
And your uncle, he was his band leader, wasn't he?
Yeah, my uncle was. Yeah, he was also my mum's producer.
That's right.
And the story, I love that story because it was my dad met my mum in the studio.
Yeah.
In London, and my dad got the job as an engineer. My uncle Pete was the music producer of that studio.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
mum was a recording artist in that studio.
Okay.
So
you've never been out.
So my uncle was my dad's boss, which is quite funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So everything was conceived in the studios. Well, conceived off in the studios to get that more accurate.
I've got a friend who I met in secondary school.
Yeah.
And my mum did the Pink Floyd tour. She did
Yeah.
a Great Gig in the Sky.
She does that, yeah.
Yeah. And my friend's mum was pregnant with him in the crowd watching whilst my mum was performing it pregnant with me. Which is quite good, isn't it?
Good God.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'll just get my head round that.
Yeah.
Amazing,
It's
huh?
quite funny. It's quite funny. He was calling out to me. We knew. We saw each other and we were like, you're familiar.
Yeah.
I recognise you.
Yeah. So, getting back to the single. Tell me about the single that you're trying to raise funds for.
I had a record deal last year.
Yeah.
And it was all right. It wasn't the best experience I've had. Basically I've come out of that and I've decided to just go the independent route. And I produce all my own music. I arrange it. I do the whole lot. You know. It's just me and my manager. That's all. I've got a team and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're just running about trying to do that. So I've got this new single that I really love and I want to put it out. So
we're holding that back, and there's no apologies for this because you're going to be doing that in a full performance.
Yes. Yeah.
For what's the name of the platform you're going to be doing that on?
So I'm going to be doing it. Basically, it's on a platform called VA Live.
Yeah.
And we've tied in a fundraiser with the live stream.
Yeah.
So you can watch the live stream.
Yeah.
You can have an option to donate if you want.
And Tpot TV, of course.
Yeah.
3-camera setup.
Yeah.
Full recordable sound.
Yeah, absolutely.
From a professional studio.
We're going to do that, definitely. Yeah. I know.
I'm going to tune in.
Yeah.
Get in. I'll go put my money in.
Yeah. I have to ask my dad on that.
Set that one up. And he uses the studio for Tpot Television anyway, which is worth checking out. That's
absolutely. Yeah.
That's on the Tpot YouTube channel. Yes. There's more coming up on that YouTube.
Yeah.
I think he really wants to develop that as an idea.
This is the first one that we've done in a while. The last one we did was, I'm not sure, but the last one I was involved with was COVID time, I think. Yeah. And we had a great one then. And so this is kind of the start. We've kind of just got back into it again. Yeah. So yeah, Tpot TV will be.
Bless his heart, he said because I'm involved with house concerts as much as I possibly can be.
Yeah.
I set up a website to encourage people to have concerts in their own homes about 15 years ago now.
Yeah.
And I've travelled all over Europe and the States looking to support house concerts and listening room venues. So your dad knew this and he invited us to come and do one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, you should. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, so it's going to be announced this week as well. So we'll announce it here now.
Yeah.
It's on the 22nd of July.
Yeah.
It's at Tpot Studios up here in the Ochil Hills, and it's worth the journey up anyway. There's going to be room for a listening audience as well.
Nice.
It's worth the journey just to come up and see the view.
Yeah.
But please do come up and be part of the audience. A special experience. It is the Medicine Show summer review with Phil Lee from who is basically he is actually the only person alive that ever fronted the Flying Burrito Brothers and Crazy Horse.
Right. Okay.
So they're all mates, and he's done albums with them as well.
Yeah.
So he's on tour with the Medicine Show most of this of July. We're going to be here on the 22nd, and he's also that weekend or the weekend before in Arran for a festival, Curry Folk and Blues Festival, and will be with us at Belladrum Festival as well that week. So that's and with him we've got Tommy Womack from Nashville, stuff for songwriting. He was the Nashville scene Reader's Choice for 3 years running. They stopped him.
Wow.
Actually entering,
really? Wow.
Because everybody loves Tommy. So Tommy's with him, and Tommy's bringing Ben Reel, who is an Irish singer-songwriter who had just been out to Nashville to record with him and Will Kimbrough. So that's the package, and we've just inveigled Mikey McLennan and Cammy in to do an opening spot as Zanira, who are all coming to Belladrum as well. So it's our start of the week for Belladrum. You should come up if you can.
That sounds great. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to play Belladrum.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that next year. I'm sorry I didn't think about it this year.
Man, don't worry. I mean, it's been...
Your dad got onto me and it was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But
next year, gotcha. I'd love that, man.
We'll stick that in the diary before I leave here then for next year.
Sounds great, yeah.
So thanks for doing this.
My absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. I'm still in my pajamas.
I know you are, yeah. You've been working all day and I know that too.
Yeah.
So, what's the name of the single?
Love You Right, it's called.
Yeah, we won't play it now, but once the TV thing goes out, you're going to do a special recording for us in a minute, and I'll put that up for our patrons on the Patreon channel. So thanks to them, thanks to everybody who views, thanks to everybody who shares these things. People some of these broadcasts just recently have gone through the roof. Actually, we've had thousands of people watching the broadcast, so it's been great recently. And thanks for all the donations. It actually does mean that I can afford the MOT which the Moose is getting done to it. And I wouldn't have done otherwise.
That is a good enough cause for anyone.
Thank you, guys. Hopefully tomorrow, stay tuned, and I'll have another year. We're going to have another year together doing this beautiful sort of thing. Thanks again, man.
My pleasure. Pleasure.
And good luck with the fundraiser.
Thanks, man.
And you won't need luck with your career. You're killing it. You're killing it. Thanks for joining us. That's us. We're out of here. Check out.
See you later.
Check out if you haven't already.
Check me out if you want to. You can check out the fundraiser and all that sort of stuff.
The Facebook page is up on your screen right now, so go to the Facebook page and that'll lead you onto all the fundraisers.
If you do want to come to the live stream, then just I think you posted all the information on there as well.
It's on the stream, and if you want,
it's going to be a really lovely evening.
And if you're in the area, come up.
Well, I'm going to be doing a Q&A as well. There's another little thing called an after party, which we're going to play some stupid games and stuff like that. And the set is going to be beautifully recorded in the studio and beautifully shot. We've got like 5 cameras. Yeah. It's going to be great. So if you want to come along, then just hit the link.
Just getting
tickets are £10. Yeah. And sorry, all this information.
No. I should have.
And then you can do like you can do a sort of a special ticket, which is a bit more expensive, which is including a donation to the fundraiser as well. Okay. But you can find all the information there. So if you want to
get along to the fundraiser, and if you're in the Perth area, get along to the actual concert. I wish I was.
I was going to say you should.
I'm committed to get hopefully with the Moose, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I'm committed to a festival in Llanfachlin in Wales with good friends of mine. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. The weekend is coming. Thursday here, I'll be in internet distance, so I will join you for the show. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Brilliant.
And we're in Llanfachlin for the workhouse party this weekend, so stay tuned, guys. There's going to be more as well. I should mention this as well while I've got everybody here. No, they haven't left.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for that.
So good guy Hank, who recorded their album here, aren't they? So good. Yeah. With Robin, they have got the masters now, and they're sending me one of those masters to put up, and are looking for a summer hit compilation CD, which closes that out. That's the last spot, and we thank them for that. That closes it out, and it will go out to media in time for the solstice. So that's all happening as well. Stay tuned, and you get a sneak preview of Good Guy Hank's brand new album. They're on tour for the best part of July, promoting that, and they will be at Belladrum as well. You should come.
Oh, yeah, God, I'd love to.
If you're about.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, guys.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheerio for now.